Well, hello again. Living the life of the country life. We have a power cut. It's been out for about an hour now and they can't tell us when it's going to go back on. So that's the joys of the country life. So this is an unexpected vlog that I'm going to make. I'm just going to have a look. I might even go down to the Turlough Museum of Country Life if I don't get a phone call to say the power's back on. So I may see you there in a moment. Bye for now. Hello again. So now you find me at the Turlough Museum, the National Museum of Ireland for Country Life. This is the museum behind me. There's a house in there that it used to be owned by a family called the Fitzgeralds. Now the Fitzgeralds used to own the land, and anybody who used to live around here used to have to come in and pay their weekly rents to them in quite a patronising way. But what we'll do, we'll have a walk in there and have a look. I don't know if we'll actually go inside the actual museum, depending on the time. See you in a minute. As you can see, we're in the grounds now. I'll just pan around for you so you can have a look. The white gate down there, that's where I came in, and the cottage next to it was the gatekeeper's cottage, and the people who used to look after the grounds of the house, and you obviously had to check in there before you visited. I must say they're beautiful grounds and they're kept very well. You have the river running through, and then you've got the lake over there, which I assume was a fishing lake at one time. You're not allowed to fish there anymore. And then that white building that's hidden behind the trees is the start of the museum. And then we come into this, which I presume is either a very old house or part of the remnants of some kind of church or an abbey. But we'll just have a quick walk up here and just have a look. I've actually been to this museum several times, and I've never actually been up this way. And it doesn't look... I think there's a reason why. Yes, that's the reason why, because it's a dead end. And a big bit of wood right in your way. Right, let me go and find something more interesting to film than that. Right, so we've moved down by the lake now, so we'll just have a walk down. I'll show you what it is like down here. There's the river. In the background there you may be able to see the round tower. Now if you carry on to your left past that and just up the hill, that's where my dad was born, further up that way. That's the famous round tower. There's actually relatives buried in the graveyard there. That's quite an interesting sight to go to one day actually. Right, so as I pan around, there's the museum. This is a new extension of the museum, obviously with the lake in front. So if ever I've got visitors over and it's raining, this is a great place to come, because you're inside, and to be quite honest, you can spend up to 3 hours in there. There's so much interesting stuff in there. and a lot of history. Now if I'll just carry on because you'll actually be able to see the old house where the Fitzgeralds, the rent collectors, used to live. What I was saying at the beginning, where people used to have to come and pay their rent for their land. As you can see, there it is. It's a lovely old house and it's been renovated. It is quite something. It's won no end of awards, this museum. And as you can see, even on a fine summer's day, it's a lovely place to come down and sit by the lake. So let's carry on. Let's see what else we can find. Right, so this was a house building project. So it tells me there, and it tells you how they did it and how it was built and what it's made of. As we go inside, certainly cosy anyway. I don't know if I want to spend a winter's evening in here. There's a bit of a draft. Right, so let's head over to the main house. Right, so let's walk down to the house. I've just had a phone call. The power's back on. At last. So anyway. And another thing is, I can't believe I've come out and it's not raining. Usually I get soaked. Like I say, it's all signposted. So if you ever do decide to come to the west of Ireland, I would strongly recommend you have a look in here. If you're interested in your history, there's nothing to see. And as you can see, we're just coming around to the house now. God knows how many bedrooms were in the place. It's huge. I shouldn't think that car was there at the time, anyway. There is actually a really good cafe restaurant in here as well, which you can see just through there. Oh my God, is that the time? The nights are stretching. Right. I'll stop filming at this time because I want to go and take a couple of pictures. I'll see you again in a minute. Right, this is quite interesting. This is a bronze sculpture, and I'm just going to read off the thing here. This was donated by the Singapore government to the people of Ireland. It is of the Council of Two, and it is in recognition of Mayo-born sculptor Brother Joseph McNally's contribution to invaluable arts in Singapore. A very fine sculpture it is indeed. Right, this is the entrance to the museum galleries. Now they're on, I think, split level, about 3 or 4 levels, but I shan't be going in there today. It would be far too much filming. I'll just do the grounds, what's left of them. +1, the power's back on. 2, I could do with a cup of tea. And 3, I could eat a horse. But I don't suppose I should be saying eat a horse in this day and age. So it's a fine building. You think when it was built how they managed to do it. Right, so that's almost it for the grounds. I think you'll agree they are fairly impressive. So we'll have a walk back down to the car. I'll do a bit more filming on the way back down. So there it is in all its glory, Turlough House. Right, I'm going to hot foot it back to the car now. A little walk through, get the camera going. There's people coming up. There's always people around. It's, like I say, it's a busy old place. Alright, I'm going to stop it there. Alright, we pass those people. I hope you're enjoying these little vlogs. I must admit I feel much better, even though there was a power cut, getting out and getting a bit of fresh air. And it's been such a good day as well. It's been a nice day and it doesn't take you long, considering probably an hour and a half all in all. But the convenience is that I don't live that far. And we're now coming back to where we started off. Apparently that's some relics of an 18th century house. I was reading on the board up at the top there in the car park. So I don't know if that was actually the original house or the one prior to that, but You can't get in there anyway. And here comes the sun. Right, so it's back across the bridge. And this is where we came in.